understand where I'm coming from. You might not understand my flow. You might hear me, but you don't really feel me. This show is for the folks, man, that works hard every day, that have a family. And whatever that work, whatever that work is, white collar, blue collar, you care about your family. You love the city of Cincinnati. You're concerned about the future, but you also want to be entertained as well. Speaking of which, I find it quite entertaining what's happening right now between Sierra and Future. Yeah, I'm going there. Same old Nate. Nothing's changed. Now, and this is laughable to me, but ladies in particular, I want to get your thoughts about this morning. Early in the morning, I want to get your thoughts about this. And I want to hear from some single mothers, quite honestly. I want to hear from you. Just send me a text message. Sierra now, and if you don't know Sierra, she is she's kind of a big deal. R&B singer, America's sweetheart. I don't know how you can be America's sweetheart and then you're always halfway naked and super sexy in the video, but it is what it is. I'm not criticizing her. I am not criticizing her. I made the mistake of criticizing Sierra on my Facebook page, and the ladies came out for me. Now, they were all wrong, but they came for me. They didn't find me. So now I'm reading, tell me somebody this is not right. I'm reading that she is suing the father of her child because he's been in the media referring to her as a bad mother. And apparently she's suing this man for $15 million. Because of the things that he's been saying in the media. Now, first up, for Future and the Future type cats out there, because ladies, I feel you. They're just not making men the way they used to. They're not. Fellas got to step it up. It's the truth. It's just not the way it used to be. I don't know what they're making men out of these days, but it's just not what it used to be. And you see so many men acting out these days, acting out on Facebook, putting personal business. Oh, she's talking to another dude. I'm not saying nothing about no Carlos and Danielle. She's talking to another dude. I found a text message. What the hell? Guys acting out. Murder-suicides at an all-time rate. So I get it. It's hard out there. And if you got some issues with the mother of your child, and I guess their situation is different because they're high profile. They're in the media. But if you got those kind of issues, the last place I want to see them is in the media. I get that. But $15 million? Come on, man. 15 mil for what? 15 million for his opinion? And see, I think that a lot of fault, and ladies, I want to say this to you in the morning. This is why I'm spending so much time on this, because I realize there's a lot of this that goes on. There's a lot of this that's going on right now where you've got, people who have children, but they're not in a long-term relationship. So naturally, these kind of blended scenarios are going to come up. But I got to tell you, as a man, what I saw and what I've been seeing in terms of like Sierra, and then like she's got her son that she has a Future rocking another man's jersey. It just, it rubs a brother the wrong way. I can understand as a man where Future's coming from. And I'm sure there's a lot of brothers out there that can understand that. Now, before I get inundated with hate, like Beyonce, and I got a Beyonce clip you got to hear because she's 100% right. We'll get to that. Just imagine the same situation in reverse, in which you got like Future, and he's sort of cavorting around with his child he has with another woman, with his new lady, to the point where he's sort of dressing it up like her. Like, let's say it's a daughter, and now he's dressing up their mutual daughter together like this other woman. Women would go crazy. And don't say you wouldn't. You go crazy. You go absolutely crazy. Now, the remedy of all of this is to, wrap it up. Be careful of who you're having sex with, and make sure before you bring children into the world, you're absolutely going to be with this person. But it happens. Sometimes you think things are great. They don't work out. I get it. It happens. But $15 million? And who would know better than the father of the child to give that viewpoint? I don't know. It's just, I want to get your thoughts about it. The best way to do so is find me on Facebook. I posted it some time ago, and people have already been chiming in. Some folks can get it. Some people don't. I get it. But to me, it's just open and shut case. 15 mil? Care Bear writes, yes, Nathan, obviously because he's slandering her name. Well, obviously somewhere there's a breakdown in the communication, obviously. Something's weird going on with that. I don't know. Is Russell Wilson like indoctrinating her? I mean, I get it. You know, you think this man is going to turn out to be something special. I get it. But dragging a kid into it before you even locked him down with the ring? I mean, I can see if he locked you down with the ring, y'all wifed up now, husband and wife. Okay, I get it. Now he's officially stepdad. But this dude is just what? I don't know. Look, find me and tell me what you think. All you got to do is simply send a text message. Cassandra writes, Nathan, I don't think she feels there is truth to it, but in our society where celebrities are nailed to the cross for rumors, the negativity probably is affecting her, even though it holds no truth. Bottom line is Future comes across as bitter and vindictive, and hopefully this will shut him up. See, all these women all on the side of Sierra just because they're women. They're not really analyzing it. Put yourself in Future's position, okay? You got a child with this man, and then you go on Instagram and you see your daughter dressed up like his girlfriend, not his wife, his girlfriend. And you're telling me you have no problem with that? I don't buy it. I don't buy it whatsoever. $15 million over some tweets. I mean, from what I read, he's getting $15,000 in child support already. But back to Russell Wilson, something's a little weird. I want to play a clip for you. This clip came out about a year ago, but I held on to it because it says something about what's going on. Check this out.
And God spoke to me and said, I need you to lead her. I want you and need you to lead her. And
I need you to lead her. God spoke to him and said, I want you and need you to lead her. And it's just something about that rubs me the wrong way. It's like, why didn't God speak to her and tell her that he wanted him to lead you for him? I'm just saying, ladies, be careful. Be careful. Because you got some slick dudes out there that will use religion to try to get close to you.
And God spoke to me and said, I need you to lead her. I want you and need you to lead her.
God spoke to you. Like he literally spoke to you. Were you like making a bowl of cereal and you look down and then the cornflakes and raisins, you know, God had written out lead Sierra. What the hell does that mean? That is wild. And I know a lot of people would accept that like, oh, he's talking to God. But please, y'all need to wake up. Listen to this one more time. This is creepy. Listen to this.
And God spoke to me and said, I need you to lead her. I want you and need you to lead her. And so
I want you and need you to lead her. And that's kind of trippy to me. That's really trippy to me. What do you think? Tracy's saying it's slander. Tracy writes, Nathan, is it about the money or is it about the slander? I think it's really about the emotions of it. The emotions of it. That's what I think is really, her feelings are hurt. His feelings are hurt. I mean, this is what happens when people have kids and bring kids into situations and they make people into co-parents that really should be ships that pass in the night. Like everybody doesn't serve every purpose. Just because you're kicking it with somebody doesn't mean that person and you are going to be great parents. Doesn't mean that. Damien writes, in his defense, Nate, he did say it in the church. He did. I've been holding back. Let me play the whole clip for you. You're right. They were having like Russell Wilson night at the church. And everybody was signing jerseys and Bibles and stuff. No, I'm making it up. No, it was really like Russell Wilson was the featured speaker at like a teen event. And you've seen this a lot of times. And, you know, they're trying to motivate teens and they're talking about celibacy and things like that. And I get it, but here's the whole clip.
And God spoke to me and said, I need you to lead her. I want you and need you to lead her. And so anyways, I told her, you know, right then and there, I said, you know, what would you do if we took all that extra stuff off the table, you know, and just did it Jesus' way and make sure that, you know, and.
What kind of man says that? What kind of man says, I want to take all that extra stuff off the table? He's talking about sex. I don't know. Something's creepy there. I know you're thinking, oh, he's just a good guy, and we need good people. I'm not here to challenge that. I'm just here to tell you that be careful who you have children with. Who the hell thought it was a good idea to have a child with a future dude? Don't you have a bunch of kids by a bunch of ladies? That's her fault. That's your fault. When you decide you want to hook up with a dude named Future, and I saw that first video, I never thought the dude was all that. I mean, you give any black man braids and dreads these days, and women go crazy for them. You don't even gotta have. You can have dreads in a 1.5 pack, right? And just have lips that are not super dry, and women these days go crazy for it. That's what a bar is these days. That's what a bar is these days. Anything goes. So you want to get with the biggest thug in the game, and you want to make him a father. Some things just don't have to go down like that. Some things just don't have to go down like that. Tracy writes, hashtag cornflakes and raisins. I mean, what? That is trippy. And I'm not saying that God doesn't speak to people, but I'm just a little, I don't know. I'm not saying that God doesn't speak to people. I'm just saying, ladies, be careful that some men will try to use that against you. And also, if you meet a dude and he represents himself as a thug, he's a womanizer, I'm doing dope, I'm waking up in Maseratis and Bugattis and all type of exotic cars. There's nothing about that that says conducive for fatherhood. There's nothing about that that says conducive for fatherhood. Now you want to sue this guy because he's in the media? I mean, you knew he was a mushhead from the beginning, but that's just me. I don't want to beat it up. People are talking about it on my Facebook page and beyond. And if you want to share your thoughts about it, you absolutely can. You absolutely can. I want to move on, though. Here is a quick clip from Entertainment Tonight. They're Kevin Frazier, who has ties to Cincinnati. He does great work. They do great work. Check them out. He got a chance to catch up with Beyonce backstage. Now, I know you're thinking Beyonce backstage. Nate, that was a Super Bowl. That was several days ago. You are absolutely right. However, the controversy continues. But check this out.
Was hectic backstage after the show, but the Queen herself caught up with ET's Kevin Frazier.
What's next? Because Formation, I mean, people are going crazy about that video. I mean, it's amazing. It's something that
it makes me proud. It's what I want. I wanted people to feel proud and have love for themselves.
How did it feel tonight?
It felt great. The best part was seeing Coldplay.
Yeah?
For me.
Yeah.
I was able to watch from the back and really enjoy it.
The best part was Coldplay. Wake up. She's just trying to be nice to Chris Martin. That's all. That was nowhere near the best part. You were the best part. So that's Beyonce. She said, look, I just want people to feel good. I wanted to make black people feel good. Shout out to a couple things. Number one, Katrina, which everyone has forgotten. Nobody talks about Katrina anymore unless you were intimately linked to it, like a family member. Maybe you had to relocate because you were living in one of the most effective areas. Nobody talks about it. It was absolutely a betrayal of our government to the American people. And when I saw the image of Beyonce in the video, again, there's a very interesting video on my Facebook page right now. Check it out, Nathan Ivey. And also The Nathan Ivey Show. Again, more and more content is being put on The Nathan Ivey Show. That's my Facebook page as well. That's the show page that will accompany Nathan Ivey online. So Beyonce she just committed a cardinal sin, folks. She's trying to make black people feel better. How dare she? And you've got some people out there like former mayor and all around super sucker MC Rudolph Giuliani, and I don't know anybody thinks he's anything important. All he did was oversee one of the biggest intelligence failures on his watch in American history. And somehow he's able to walk away from it like he's some kind of damn hero. Don't get me started. But anyway, so Rudolph Giuliani, this guy goes on Fox and Friends and basically bashes the whole performance. Number one, he's like, oh, those people are bouncing around up there, just bouncing around. I mean, that's called dancing, Rudy. It's called rhythm, okay? Welcome to the Rhythm Nation. It's called rhythm, Rudy. There's nothing about Rudy Giuliani that tells me he has any rhythm whatsoever. None at all. None. So he's rhythmically challenged And he's hating on Beyonce. It needs to stop. Anyway, so then he says at some point that he believes that the performance was somehow a